Happy Friday, Brian Manning here with the weekly update. So let's get right to it. Monday this week, pretty quiet news day, but leading up to Monday, a few days before that, we did get a lot of Fed speakers, and it seems like from their speeches that most Fed speakers are in favor of a December rate hike. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but something to keep a close eye on. Tuesday, we got some housing data through Case-Shiller. This is their home housing index for the month of July. A bit dated, but still good information for us. So for July, on a year-over-year basis, it shows that home appreciation was up 5.94%, so really good to see on a national level. And from June, it was at 5.8, so still seeing month over month and the year-over-year appreciation there, which is great. Also got new home sales. So new home sales had an expectation of being up 3%, and new home sales were actually down 3.5%. So new home sales make up about 10% of the marketplace, but the challenge is that the prior month in July was revised to a much higher number. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the future. Does August get revised, and does it make up for the miss there? We'll have to wait and find out. Thursday this week, we also got another look at GDP for the second quarter. So it showed that it was at 3.1%. But if you look at the year-over-year GDP, that was actually at 2.2%, which is anemic and really not seeing much of a change there. Friday this week, today we get the favorite gauge of inflation for the Federal Reserve. So this is the PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditure. This is what the Federal Reserve looks at when they're trying to make decisions on what's happening with inflation in the U.S. So the headline number is at 1.5%. But the core rate, which strips out volatile food and energy, went from 1.4% to 1.3%. So, a while ago, we were seeing these inflationary numbers increasing month after month, and now we're starting to see them cool off. So the question is it possible that 2% is really no longer a realistic target for inflation with the Federal Reserve? With technology how it is now and commerce, for us as consumers, it's certainly a lot easier for us now as consumers to shop around and find the cheapest price and save as much money as possible. So it's possible that 2% may not be a realistic target for inflation. Federal Reserve is going to look at this, certainly has a rate hike on the table for the month of month of December. I think one thing to keep in mind is even if the numbers are not exactly where they want them to be, it's certainly possible they will hike rates in December because the Federal Reserve needs to get some tools back in their shed. If we happen to slip into a recession here at some point in time and they haven't raised rates, they're not going to have availability to have control of monetary policy. So let's wait and see what happens. I'm around all weekend. You have any questions, let me know. Happy Friday. Have a great day.